How long have you got? 2 minutes? Let's go! The Napoleonic period falls immediately on the heels of the French Revolution, which failed to produce a hoped-for republic mirroring the United States, and instead yielded the terrifying dictatorship of Robespierre. Reeling from this outcome, the French hoped to moderate the excesses of the revolution by implementing a nominally republican government called the Directory, whose bureaucratic incompetence, however, was contrasted for all to see with the charismatic, conquering dynamism of the young General Napoleon Bonaparte, to whom the Directory owed its very existence, as he had protected it from the latest surge in violence in Paris when it was first instituted. By 1799, Napoleon, who had been sent into the field to defend the revolution, returned to Paris to take the reins of government for himself as first consul, within a still nominally republican framework. The wars of the French Revolution again calling for his unique skills, Napoleon crossed the Alps with the army of Italy to punish France's insistent monarchical enemies yet again. His regular successes on the field of battle allowed Napoleon to crown himself in glory, and thus jettison the republican facade of the consulate in favor of the grandeur of an imperial title. The greatest adversary of the emperor, who aspired to no less than to rule the world, was Great Britain, whose navy commanded the seas, and under the command of Lord Nelson destroyed Napoleon's threat to it at the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805, relegating Napoleon to continental aims. These he undertook with great vigor, sweeping across Central Europe, formally disestablishing the so-called Holy Roman Empire of Austria in 1806, and besting the rising power of Prussia, yielding a supposed accommodation with the Russian Emperor in the East, whereby the two agreed to jointly seek supremacy over the British Empire in their respective spheres. Napoleon's mercantilist alliance, known as the Continental System, designed to starve Britain of trade, proved too restrictive for Russia, however, and it withdrew from the arrangement, causing Napoleon to set his sights on Moscow. His invasion of Russia in 1812, however, would be his undoing. Virtually the entirety of Europe having been roused into a massive coalition against him, he was chased back to France and defeated. Though Napoleon bounced back from this first defeat to produce yet another prodigious effort during the so-called 100 Days, his final defeat at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815 resulted in his utter exile from life in Europe on the island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic.